right, so let us start. Let's start standing up. Just coming up to, actually, start turning sideways, just opening your legs wide on your mat. With your feet turned in a little bit. Just start rolling the shoulders, just loosening up the chest, the upper back, and the lungs, really opening up, alternate left and right. Good, and then lead with your elbows. You're like making a circle towards the back, starting to open up the chest, the upper back. Great, and back to the center. Reach both arms all the way up over your head. Interlace your fingers, push your palms up towards the ceiling, stretching through your wrists, and stretch over to your right. Good. Inhale, lift back to the center, and exhale to your left. Inhale, lift back up to the center. Again, to your right, but this time release your hands. Bend your left elbow and take your right hand and pull yourself over to the side. And take a couple slow breaths here. Just starting to warm up here through the triceps, getting a little deeper into the neck and mid-back. Good, and let's switch. And the right elbow, use your left hand to pull from the upper arm over to the side. Good, and reach both arms high. Bend your knees, folding at the waist. Keep the knees bent. Hold onto your opposite elbows and just shake out your head. Bring the hands down to the floor. Walk over to your right, bending your right knee. Turn the left toes up towards the ceiling. So we're going to do this slow to start, right? Just dynamically. You can't see. And then we're going to move through the center and over to the other side, lifting the toe. Plant the top of the foot, walk through the center, and the right knee, left toes lifting. And again. And back to the center, bend the knees, head dangling, roll all the way up through your spine, shoulders back, arms wide, reaching high. Take an inhale, bend your elbows, lean back, exhale. Good, reach high. Turn your front foot to the front of your mat and come into warrior two. Push the front leg straight. And again, warrior two. Two more times like that. One more time. Warrior two. Bring your front forearm on the inside of your thigh and just start taking little circles with your upper arm. So you should feel this again in the back, in the side, also getting into the thighs. Good, bring your hands down to the floor. Turn on the ball of your back foot, so you're in a low lunge. If you have the two blocks, you can use these on the low level here. So your hands are on the blocks. And just slowly leaning forward a little bit and rolling back. So you see how I'm just kind of rolling a couple inches forward and back. Lower your back knee, keeping the back toes curled under, press the hips forward. feet together and roll all the way up to standing. Open the arms, reach and stretch high. Again, lean back, exhale. And reach high, inhale. Bend the knees, forward fold, exhale. Bring the hands back to your blocks. Switch sides, step your other foot back into the low lunge. And again, just forward and back with the breath. Inhale and exhale. You should feel that in the hip flexor as well as if you're pushing through the heel and the calf. And your chest pulls forward to create that traction of the entire body stretching. And lower the back knee. Again, keep the toes curled under. Press the hips forward. In through the nose. And out the nose. Good, and lift the back knee. Now lower your back heel down. Windmill right into warrior two on the other side and stretching all the way up. Coming back to warrior two, exhale. Straighten the leg, reach high. Exhale. 2 more times. And the front arm on the inside of your thigh, reach the top arm up. And little circles. One more time. Good. Bring the hands back down. I want you to turn your blocks flat if you have two. Otherwise, just use your mat and step back to downward facing dog with your hands and your upper body elevated slightly. Bend the knees a little bit and stretch back. Good. From here, lift your heels high. Then press the heels down. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. And come forward, lower the knees, shoulders over the wrist, arch the spine, pull the heart forward. Exhale, round and contract. 3 more times like that. So go very slow and opening and expanding the chest. Contract. Exhale. And exhale. Good. Staying rounded, uncurl the toes. Sit back towards your heels. Open the knees just a little bit. And slide those blocks in so that your lower arms will relax on the blocks and relax your head in between your upper arms. So you're adding that deeper stretch in the shoulders. And if you want to go a little deeper, make sure that your elbows are on the blocks, then the elbows touching on your lower neck, your trapezius, and pressing down. And just take 5 breaths. The right block will stay center. Reach the left arm all the way up, opening up through your chest. restorative variation, as you thread the needle, you can bring your left shoulder onto a pillow or a bolster, or even onto the block, or just move it out of the way, right? And then twist. Good, and let's come back up on all fours. Take the block center, left hand on top, right arm high. And scoop underneath and thread the needle. Good, and push all the way up, hands forward, curl the toes under, pushing back, downward facing dog. Lift the heels and walk your feet back to the front, flatten the back halfway, inhale. Forward fold. Good, again, stacking up your blocks so they're under your shoulders. Again, step your left foot back into that low lunge. This time, your right hand will stay on the block. Left hand on the block, right arm reaching high. And on your exhale, push your right leg straight. So inhale, you're gonna bend and stretch. Exhale, open it up. Inhale, reach. Exhale. One more time. And exhale, hold it here, 5 deep breaths. Good, bring the right hand back down to the block, forward folding. You can lower your forearms down to the blocks if you're a little bit more bendy like I am, or otherwise just keep your hands on the blocks. And if you want more, lift the top of the right foot up. And pushing the hips back. And just hold here for another 5 breaths. Good, back to that low lunge, lower the back knee, uncurl the toes, hold it here. Walk the hands up to your right thigh. And stretch your arms up over your head. Good, bring the hands back to the blocks, curl the back toes, lift the knee and step the feet together. Switch sides. Stepping back, low lunge, right hand will stay on the block or the floor, left arm high, twisting. We're going to take a dynamic variation here. So you're going to sink down as you stretch over, that's your inhale, and open it up. Exhale, straightening the left leg. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Last time, hold it here. Deep, slow breath, in and out. Good. Bring the left hand down, forward fold. option to lift the top of the foot or even coming down deeper onto the forearms. The idea is pulling the chest forward as you push the hips back. Forward, lower your back knee, uncurl the toes, walk your hands up to your left thigh, arms extending high. Good, hands down, bring the blocks flat on the lowest level, curl the back toes, step back, chop up, push up, lower the knees, and then push the hips forward. Okay, if this feels okay to take upward facing dog, you can do that. Otherwise, just pushing the hips forward, relaxing into that hip flexor stretch, getting a back bend. And downward facing dog, push back. Good. Reach your left leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Open up the hip, bending your left knee, and take little internally rotating circles. Good. Bring it forward into that low lunge. Lower the back knee again. This time, half a split. So you're going to sit back, straightening out your left leg. If this is enough, right, just use your right hand to pull the toes back a little bit to increase the stretch. If you want to go a little deeper, you can even slide into a full split. Now, if you're working on a split, take one of your blocks or your bolster underneath your left hamstring. Make sure your hips are square, and then folding over. Got another 6 breaths. Good, and 6. And if you're in that split variation, come back to half of a split, move your props to the side, shift forward back into the low lunge, and turn out your left foot, knee, and hip. All right, so you're turning it out, hands are on the inside, slide the right knee back just a little bit, come down either onto your forearms on the floor or on top of the block. And roll to the outer edge of the left foot for lizard. Now, once you get comfortable and you find the right spot, you can uncurl the back toes and let gravity sink into the center of the stretch, into the hips and low back. Breathe. One more breath in and out. Walk the hands back to the floor. Turn that left knee back in. One hand on each side and step back to downward facing dog. Come into plank, lowering the hips down. Keep the toes curled under. Just open up through the chest. And push back again. Now, if you were using blocks on the other side, set up your blocks for your elevated down dog, and then lift the right leg all the way up. Bending the knee, open up through the hip. And internally rotating circles. bring the foot forward into that low lunge. Lower the back knee. And half of the split. Sitting back, take your left hand, hold the toes. Now you can stay here, just keep softening into that stretch. If you want to go a little deeper, going towards split, or even placing the block or the bolster under the hamstring, and slowly folding forward. Just 3 more breaths. Good, and if you're in the full split variation, let's come back to the half of the split. From there, bend the front knee, lizard. Turn the foot, the knee, and the hip out. So in the same angle, slide the left knee back. So you feel a stretch. Forearms come down to the inside, uncurl the back toes, relax your head. So even the weight of your cranium and your head is going to help you get deeper into the stretch, just letting go. And breathe in and out. Two more breaths. Amazing. Walk your hands back to the floor. Turn the right foot back in. One hand on each side. Lift the back knee. Use your blocks. Step it back. Lowering the hips. Push the hips forward. Shoulder blades down the spine. And downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Side and side. And then walk your feet to the front of the mat, flat back, halfway, forward fold. Good, have a seat. Okay, and so we're going to use your blocks forward and out to the side. Start with your right heel on top of the block. Now if you want to go for a deeper stretch tonight, go ahead and lift the block up to medium height. Otherwise, just keep it on that low level, square off the hips. Have a strap or towel nearby if you need, so you can hook the foot or use your hands, hold the chest forward, and then fold. So the deeper stretch that you will get is if you can get your back straight, even if your angle is higher up, right, versus being rounded over. So get length through the spine and breathe. In and out the nose. Great, pull the chest forward. Left hand on the mat, right first two fingers and thumb will hold the big toe as you lift up. And then grab the foot with both hands if you can, and stretching. Push the heel up towards the ceiling. left hand, pull the outside of the foot, reach the right arm behind you. And turn back to the front, bend the right knee by placing that right hand under the knee, and take that entire right leg behind you as we come into pigeon. So make sure your left knee is wider than your left hip. If you'd like to take a restorative variation, you can do this on top of the bolster. You can place a block underneath the left thumb, right, to make sure that you don't fall over to the side if you're a little bit tighter. Otherwise, come on down. 1 minute hold here. Deep, slow breathing. Let it go. Allow the breath to help you soften the energy in the physical body, which really is just energy anyways. It's just bound energy. Stay here. You've got another 30 seconds, but I'm going to give you an option to go a little deeper. If you'd like, walk your fingertips up, so you're creating a back bend, lifting up as you press down. Option to bend the right knee and reach behind you with the left hand. Pulling in, or even lower down onto the forearm. One more breath here. Good. If you have the foot, release, bring the hands down, stepping back, downward facing dog. Heels high, bend the knees, walk your feet back forward, flat back, and forward fold. Great. Slowly squatting down. Try to sit down towards the heels. If it's too much, use your hands behind you, stretching out through the Achilles, through the back, and just kind of hug your knees in, forehead towards your knees. Good. Have a seat. And switch sides. Place the block under your left foot, right foot on the inside. So an elevated variant of Janu Shirshasana. Arms high and down, and fold. Again, think of length from the low back to the crown. Left first two fingers and thumb will lift that foot up. Once you come up, you can take a deeper grip variation or use your strap, a towel. Great. Right hand comes underneath to hold the outside of the foot, tall spine, and twisting towards the back. You should feel this on the outside of the hip, IT band, especially if you're pulling the leg a little bit inward towards your center line. And take your left hand under the knee and let's bring it behind. Sorry, Flash. Squaring off the hips. Make sure the right knee is wider than the right hip. Come on down, whatever your setup. And fold. Use your breathing in and out. Just think of softening a piece of metal. We need a little bit of heat. We need repetitive movement. And we're just softening the elements, softening the body, cleansing out any salts or toxicity that might create rigidity in the body, allowing the mind to also relax. All of those elements helping the body to soften. And stay here. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper, you're lifting up to that back bend for a couple breaths, pressing down through the hips. And then you have the option to bend your back knee and hold the foot, and maybe you come down onto the forearm. Right in the center. I'm going to go a little higher today. Okay, so both of the feet are going to come right on top of that block in the center. You're going to wiggle back a little bit, lengthen your spine, and then come forward. So again, pulling length in the low back before you fold. That's 5 breaths. Good, stack the spine, rolling up again. I want you to grab the right big toe, first your finger and thumb, and push the heel out to the side, left hand on the floor. Just lean to the left as you push out through the heel. So if you tilt the left ear towards the left shoulder, you'll also get a nice little stretch on the neck. Good, and switch sides. Last time, folding forward. and roll all the way up. Take your feet off. Let's set the block to the side. Open your legs wide. Scoot a little forward, and you can use your bolster here. Face on this. Hang forward into that bolster. Like that. Or if you're a little bit more flexible, you don't need the bolster. Come all the way down. To your right, bring the right arm on the inside, reach the left arm over your head. You can use a strap to put your foot or just reach through the arm. Good. Come back through the center as you walk over to the left. And sweep the right arm up and over. Good, and back to the center one more time. Last 5 breaths. Great. Pull all the way back up. So we're going to use your block. I want you to bend the right knee. You can move this out of the way. Bend the right knee. Bend the left foot behind you. And I want you to take the block underneath the thigh. So just like a couple inches above the knee. That. Okay. And the front foot is bent. You can have your pillow or your bolster in front and then hang forward. So the back foot is just relaxing towards the floor. For a deeper stretch though, you can actually get both the calf and the thigh on top of that block, which is going to keep the back foot higher and give you a deeper stretch. Close your eyes and breathe. Take your left back foot, bring it over, so crossing over. Start with a twist. Twist to your left. And as you unwind the twist, hang forward here in happy cow. Great, let's roll back up to seated. Stretch your right arm above your head, left hand behind you, and then as you bend both elbows, you're gonna try to clasp your hands. Okay, or you can use a strap here or a towel, just kind of holding in that direction. Lift the spine tall, and we're gonna stretch to the side, and over to the other side. center, stretch back. And release. Great. Switch sides. Take your right foot behind you. Block comes under the calf and the thigh. Foot is flexed. And then hang forward into your pillow or your bolster. So in a way, we're doing half of a frog.
I swear I'll never choke because I only speak of nominee. Harder every day. Lay my love down at her waters, calling
Deep,
on
slow
the
breath.
mountains down. No more books, no more empty words, no more running away from her. I now long from the wind and rain, from the song of the lion's mane. And as it tosses the sun and moon, I sit back and behold that tune. All glory upon her name. We say,
Alright, good. Walk yourself up, lean to the side, take that foot forward, crossing over, squaring off the hips as much as you can. This is a happy cow variation, but first we're going to twist to the right.
The simple one perspires with a face that burns like fire. That's where I lay my body down. And in my dream I heard the lesson of the vault that holds the heaven. So now I gaze upon the ground.
Good. And hang forward, happy cow.
Stood there at the base, touched the face of the gods, come out the mountain, sweet embrace. Her song, you can't be heard unless you let go of the world. So I laid it all down and I behold what I heard. No more books, no more empty words, no more running away from her. I now learn from the wind and rain.
Good. Okay, let's roll it up. Let's have one block over to your side. Come back to face the front. We'll use the bolster at the end. Let's use that for Shavasana. Go ahead and take a few rolls to the side, up and this time as you round, take your right hand on top of your left and look over your left shoulder. Back up and switch. And last time. Roll all the way down onto your back. Draw the knees into your chest. Right into happy baby. Let's go ahead and bring your feet flat to the floor. Take your block, either the medium level or the flat level, depending, and take a supported bridge. Slide underneath the low back so the sacrum is resting right on top of the block. Turn the palms high. Good. And then just rocking a little bit side to side with your thighs. And straighten both of your legs out. And try to relax the legs. You're getting a nice stretch from the hip flexor through into the quadriceps, and then take cactus arms, stretching out the rotators and the chest. Good. Staying in this position, take your right foot and press it on top of the left thigh for 5 breaths. And switch. Good. Place your feet back down, bring the arms to your sides. Draw the knees in and straighten the legs up towards you. Good. Roll the ankles. And reverse. And shake out the legs a little bit. And then open them out to the sides. Use your hands to press your thighs down a little bit. Bend the knees. Bring the knees back in. Bring the feet down. Lift the hips high, all the way up, pushing into the upper back. So you feel that stretch, roll side to side. Take the block out from under, lower down slow.